Today, you're listening to the Body and Mind Skype interviews. My name is Antoinette Nirvana, and Body and Mind is a health directory for professionals. And we welcome today Jenny Holland, is one of our Body and Mind members, and she is a BodyTalk practitioner. And welcome today to tell us a little bit more about your BodyTalk profession, Jenny. How are you?
Hi, Antoinette. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I am a certified body talk and body talk lymph drainage practitioner. I have a practice out at Finley Manor, which is just north of Ballito. I had a very stressful job, and I was in very stressful jobs for many, many years, which had a detrimental effect on my health. At a very bad patch, I was introduced to body talk, and I can't believe how body talk sessions actually helped me cope with my stress, made me into a healthier, calmer person, which was able to deal with my stress on a daily basis.
Also, then tell me why would people come to see you to have a body talk session? What are some of the reasons that people would say, I need to have a body talk session, or how can we let them know this is the reason to come and see you?
Okay, well, body talk is a whole healthcare system, and the session is designed by your body. Body talk addresses the whole person, which means that no aspect of the human psyche is overlooked, and we work on both on the emotional, physical, and environmental levels of a person. Body talk doesn't deal, if you come and visit me because you've got an ache or a pain or a headache or something like that, Body talk doesn't aim at fixing the ache or the dis-ease. Body talk is very phenomenal because we go to the base of it. We find the actual cause of your dis-ease that you are struggling with. It can take one session, and it can maybe even take 5 sessions, depending on how deep or how in depth the dis-ease is. Body talk, it's basically like if you have an onion, it's taking the layers off an onion so as to be able to get to the bottom of whatever is troubling you. Body talk is quite amazing in what it does. We have a specific protocol chart that we follow. We use muscle checking to get our yeses and nos, to be able to get your body to talk to us. We heal your body on basically on all the levels that are required. And once we certainly build formulas, and once the body has told us that it's enough formulas, we use your body's innate to be able to get your body to talk to us, to build the formulas. And once we have the formulas, Body Talk has a specific technique of tapping it out. And the technique we use is we tap on your head, which is your brain. That is basically for your body to remember the change. We tap on your heart to make the change, and then we tap on your tummy to save because your tummy has its own innate wisdom, and a lot of decisions, the trust your gut is actually a very true saying.
Exactly.
Because a lot of your decisions come from your gut brain.
Exactly.
And in doing this, we synchronize your body for that particular formula. And then, should it be required, we will build another formula, and we would again use the same procedure, use a tapping technique, a specific technique that we would tap your body out with. And what is beautiful about Body Talk, your body saves the information. So basically, all we do to your body is do a disc defrag on your body. So that basically, when you finish it, you save it and you can retrieve it at any time that's required. So Body Talk, the more sessions you have, the more the build up in your system is, and the better you keep, and the healthier you stay.
So, Jenny, if I understand correctly, I mean, could also be stuff that's been trauma that you've built up throughout your, let's say, childhood, even in conception or birth, a young baby that can be released. You don't necessarily need to know what it is, but let's say, people who's dealing with a bit of depression or struggling to make decisions, or procrastinating, it doesn't need to be something physical as such. Of course, the
Yes,
physical aspect will manifest in certain ways,
yes,
but the
yes, yes.
underlying thing is what you guys then pick up through your body talk and your muscle testing is by finding out where is this lying and where it needs to release, and what emotion comes up with regards to that. What is
Yes.
the
Well,
belief
it's
around that?
emotional memory. It's
Exactly.
a emotional or an active or a memory that's actually lodged in and causing you your dis-ease. And
It,
yes, one other thing about body talk, if it's a trauma, you don't have to actually sit and rehash and talk about the trauma. We can deal with the trauma without any discussions, which is really beautiful because you don't have to relive it and re-traumatize yourself. Some trauma is even started in the womb, at the process of giving birth. Babies that are born with forceps. Many years ago, forceps was very, very, very popular, and it has had detrimental effect on some grown-ups now that they were born in this manner. And body talk can actually resolve the active memory that those forceps brought on as a baby being born.
Yeah, that is really, really helpful for a lot of people and a lot of us who are not understanding why certain things are more challenging for some people, and for other people it goes easier, and we don't quite know where does that lie, which belief system am I carrying, or what was created at a certain time, either at birth or when you're 2 years old or whatever. There's something that got sort of set into your belief system, and this is a really great way of kind of bringing that up, letting it go and clearing it, and then rebalancing and remapping your system. That's correct.
Very much so. Yes, that's what body talk does in a nutshell. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so then, is there any way that where people could come and see you? How many times do they need to see you? You said earlier on, the more you come to do a body talk session, the more helpful it is to you. But how really necessary is it to come quite regularly? Just give me a bit of an idea of what people can expect.
It varies. It varies per person. For an example, you must remember my stress had built up for over many, many, many years. I've been in the corporate industry. It took me about 2 months to actually find myself again. Once I'd found myself, I was in such a good place. I went on to monthly maintenance, and to this day, I still do monthly maintenance body talk sessions. But what we do is we reciprocate between body talkers.
That's
So
great, because we are dealing with shocks and issues. I mean, only if you only think about what we have to see in the media, or the pressures that society puts onto us, or something at work or family, we deal with stuff all the time that we suppress. And it's quite important to have that space where you can go to just have that released and get yourself rebalanced and ready to tackle another month or another week, whatever it is that you require.
that's quite correct. That's why once we have resolved any major issues, or what is the priority for your body to resolve, once we've resolved all that, it's very important to go onto a maintenance schedule. You don't necessarily have to come once a month. It's a good idea to come once a month, but even once every second month is also fine to be able to sort out new things that have had an effect on your life. Life happens, and there's nothing you can do about that. And
Exactly. Exactly. And so you say that you are based in Ballito. So just to end off, Jenny, how can people get a hold of you, get in contact with you? If you can give us all the information, if they would like to come and see you, those who are around the area of Ballito and surrounding areas.
they can contact me on my cell number. My cell is 072 320 9963. Alternatively, they can email me on bodytalkjen, Jen, at gmail.com.
That's pretty easy. Body Talk Gen. Is it dot Gen or Body Talk Gen? One word.
Body Talk Jen, one word.
at gmail.com. And of course, then also remember, you can also look for her on our Body and Mind website where she's a member, and that is www.bodyandmind.co.za. And you can either put in the search bar Ballito, Practitioners, BodyTalk, or you can put in Jenny Holland, and you'll be able to get all of those contact details from her. And so with that, Jenny, that is come to the end of our little discussion. Thank you so much for telling us a little bit more about this. It sounds a very important modality for all of us to come and take care of our bodies, mind, and soul. And we wish you a beautiful day.
Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated, Annette. You have a good day as well.
Thank you very much.